Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to do 10 things I want to see in the next Animal Crossing game. So I am just going to be watering some flowers for a second while we chat. So one of the first things that I would really personally like to see is a lot of the old villagers. I would love to see them come back. So for me, a lot of the old amiibos like Wolf Link, which I loved from New Leaf when I briefly played back when that game was still being played by everyone. For me, that's a very big thing. Those villages, it was just, I don't know, I'm such a Zelda fan, so it was just really cool to have. So I'd love to see that. And going with that, I would also really love to see sort of make our own villages, our own animal villages would be a very cool thing to do design wise, because I know Blanco was a thing, but I would love to see something like that again. Let me just claim this. And the next thing is our NPCs, so like Isabel and Tom Nook. For me, I would love to be able to have homes to them on our whatever it will be, island town in the next game. I would love if we could have houses for them that we could design like we can with our other villagers after doing a certain amount in Happy Home Paradise. That is something big I would love to do. Maybe I'm just the only one there, but and the next one is, so for me, the beach here. You cannot change the style of the end of the grass here. You cannot change the length of the beach, how big it is, how wide it is. For me personally, that is something I would love to be able to custom. It would also mean that you could maybe have more of a beach, less of a beach. That would be very awesome personally. Have a bit more freedom there. That would be wonderful. So the next thing is placements of things. So as you know, if you've watched any of my videos, I get a bit frustrated that everything has its own little square, and that means you will have things down like here. You can't have it right against the fence, and you can't put the fence right against it. So for me personally, I would love if we didn't have so much of an issue with that, where if the box was maybe smaller, so that you could have things more next to each other, so it was more fluid. But that's maybe just a very personal thing and no one else has that problem. Maybe it's just me. What's the next thing? Sorry. More interaction with villagers. So I know now we have our villagers can come knocking on our door and come in and say hello to us, but it's things like when one of your villagers sends you a letter. I would love if we could send a letter back and forth, maybe just a bit more talking, you know, because I know you get these custom talks when you speak to them, but I would just like to see a lot more of that, you know, feel more personalised to each person, I feel, personally. So one of the big things for me is I would love if some of the NPCs like Celeste and Flick, Label, I would love if they could also move in to our islands. Celeste is my absolute favourite character from Animal Crossing, and I would just love to be able to have her move into my island and we could spend the evenings together chatting in her home. I think that would be wonderful. I would absolutely love to see that. So one of the next things, and I think this is a very big thing for a lot of people, is I would love to be able to have multiple islands, multiple save files, because obviously I've got this one island and I want to make more islands. I would love to do different themes, but the problem with that is I would either have to buy a new console, or I would have to remove this island and restart it, which I don't really want to do because I have had this island since the game came out, and which is awful to say when I've done so little on it, but yeah, I've not wanted to make another island because I just don't want to lose this. And I really hope we just get multiple save files in the next game, especially for people who, you know, live in a multiple household and a lot of you want to play the game and you can only be on one island together. It means that people don't get a very individual experience, which I think is a big shame. So I'd absolutely love to see that in the next game. But again, I think that's something that a lot of people want. What do you think, this is going to be a sucker fish? I would like, yeah, so multiple save files. And then the last thing for me is the town plaza. When I first started my game, so for me, I'd played a little bit of New Leaf, but this was my complete experience into Animal Crossing. And so I didn't realise that you couldn't move the town plaza after I put it down, which fair enough, I should have checked. And luckily for me, my plaza is a long way away from my airport and my beach. But it would still be really nice to be able to move it, because as with me now decorating my island and moving stuff, it would be nice if I could move this and move it elsewhere so I could do other things. And then really lastly, just to go with this, I wish you could decorate your plaza. You can't put anything down here, you can't change the plaza floor, and I would love if you could do that. So just more with Town Plaza would be wonderful. So yeah, that's just a small little list. So this is my first video showing my face, so hi, nice to meet you. I hope you've enjoyed this. My first time trying to do one of these videos, but I just really wanted to try these and share kind of my opinion on things that I'm hoping to see in the next game. So I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful weekend as well, and I will see you in our next video. So bye for now.